Hello everyone, welcome to Elitesgrid. So today we will discuss a question related to Parasummary, which came in CAT 2022 in the first lot. And we have already given this question to you for practicing yourself. So let's solve it today. So this is the passage which is given to you. So in Parasummary questions, what usually happens that you will be given a passage and you will be given 4 options, and then you have to select any one option which best summarizes this paragraph. And if you recollect what we studied in our last question, it was that which was related to petitioning. So the last paragraph, the last question that we discussed, it was telling us that how petitioning is having certain characteristics that are better than elections, like in case of some representation of people or something else. And then something we learned from that. What we learned कि उसमें इलेक्शंस की शॉर्टकमिंग्स बताई हुई थी एंड द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ पेटिशनिंग. बस इतना ही था पैराग्राफ में. सो यू डोंट हैव टू मूव वन स्टेप फॉरवर्ड एंड से कि पेटिशनिंग ही बेटर होती है, इलेक्शंस तो होने ही नहीं चाहिए. तो दिस वन थिंग यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन पे मत जाओ. So if you're given negative aspects of something, then that doesn't mean कि अपने आप एक स्टेप आगे जाके बोलो कि ये तो सबसे बेकार है, this is the worst thing in the world, should not exist. ऐसे options, इतने extreme options भी सही नहीं होंगे normally. Or if certain positive aspects of certain thing is given, then this is the best thing in the world, nothing else can just match this. ऐसी चीजें भी, these are too extreme. So थोड़ी सी इंफॉर्मेशन दी होती, थोड़े से नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट बताए हैं, थोड़े से पॉजिटिव बताए हैं. नेक्स्ट स्टेप अपने आप रिकमेंडेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए कि लेट्स हैव दिस ओनली, लेट्स डोंट हैव एनीथिंग एल्स, और जस्ट इरेडिकेट दिस, राइट? So this thing you have to keep into consideration, that don't go for extremes. So extreme options are not a very good way to go for a summary. Second, पहले खुद ही eliminate कर दिया करो options. Sometimes some options will be like they're talking about something that is absolutely out of context, जो हमने discuss ही नहीं किया. So, or sometimes they may include something additional things, or sometimes there be something which is missing. वो बहुत core था passage का, पर उसमें missing है. Sometimes वो पूरे passage के core की बजाय they'll just pick up one line, and that one line they may say that it's a summary. So take care. You have to go for the crux of the passage, summary of the passage. एक line मतलब कुछ भी वो maybe passage का crux ना हो, essence ना हो, ऐसे कोई example हो, कुछ भी हो, तो वो नहीं pick करना है. So just take care of certain things, and these type of questions are quite easy to solve. So let's begin. All that we think we know about how life hangs together is really some kind of illusion that we have perpetrated on ourselves because of our limited vision. What appear to be inanimate objects, such as stones, turn out not only to be alive in the same way that we are, but also in many infinitesimal ways to be affected by stimuli just as humans are. So, itni lines में what we have understood, that there is some vision of reality we have, vision about life, but it is based on our limited vision. And many inanimate objects that do not have life, non-living things, such as stones, they are also alive. हमें वो non-living लग रहे हैं because of our limited vision, but they are not just alive. वो alive तो है ही, but they also get affected by stimuli. Like humans, you get affected by stimuli, and then you respond to it. For example, if you touch a hot plate, you withdraw your hand. So you get affected by stimuli. So they are saying that non-living things, जो हमें लगती है non-living things है, even they are alive. But they're not just alive, but they also respond to stimuli. The distinction between animate and inanimate simply cannot be made when you enter the world of quantum mechanics and try to determine how those apparent subatomic particles, of which you and everything else in our universe is composed, are all tied together. The point is that physics and metaphysics show there's a pattern to the universe that goes beyond our capacity to grasp it with our brains. So basically, what is this paragraph telling us? This paragraph is telling us that, we have a limited vision. We have a limited vision because हम बहुत चीजों को non-living या inanimate things consider कर लेते हैं, and in reality, they are living. They are living. And, you can't have a distinction between these two. So here we are talking about that you can't have the distinction between animate and inanimate simply cannot exist. Why? Because all of us are created, we are all created of some, we are created by certain subatomic particles which are common to all of us. So इस वजह से लिविंग या नॉन लिविंग में कोई डिस्टिंक्शन होता ही नहीं है, एनिमेट या इनएनिमेट में कोई डिस्टिंक्शन होता ही नहीं है. And when we are studying about quantum physics, it's just this distinction doesn't exist. And we are having this distinction because we have limited vision. So let's see the options ki kaun sa best hai. A, arbitrary distinctions between inanimate and animate object disappear at a scale at which quantum mechanics work. Now this option is looking quite appropriate because it is telling us when we they're telling us that when we talk about physics or metaphysics, when we're talking about quantum mechanics, this difference won't exist. Animate or inanimate दोनों ही alive हैं. They also respond to stimuli और same subatomic particles से बने हुए हैं. So this distinction is because of our limited understanding. But when we talk about quantum mechanics, when we study through it, we realize that there is no distinction, or this distinction is arbitrary. Arbitrary, which is not based on logic, it's just imposed. B, quantum physics indicates that an astigmatic view of reality results in erroneous assumptions about the universe. Now, astigmatic view of reality means limited view of reality. So this B option is also, talking appropriately, but one issue here is that it is not talking about the inanimate and the animate objects. जो इनका डिस्टिंक्शन हमने पढ़ा है, which is the entire paragraph is talking about these things कि there is no difference between the two, both of them are alive, not just alive but both of them respond, both of them they are formed of same subatomic particles. तो ये तो completely उस चीज को इग्नोर कर रही है, ऑप्शन में वो बात की ही नहीं गई है, तो कंप्लीट नहीं कह सकते इसे हम. दिस इज नॉट कवरिंग द एंटायर एसेस. वी हैव टू लुक फॉर समथिंग व्हिच समराइजेस इट और कैप्चर्स द एसेंस ऑफ इट. तो एनिमेट इनएनिमेट को इसने बिल्कुल छोड़ ही दिया है. सो दिस ऑप्शन इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड ऑप्शन. C, the inanimate world is both sentient and cognizant like its animate counterpart. Now question, देखो ये वो एक्सट्रीम वाला पार्ट है जिसमें आप एक कदम आगे बढ़ के खुद एक नई रिकमेंडेशन दे रहे होते हो. जैसे यहाँ पर पैसेज में क्या दिया है कि there is no distinction between animate and inanimate objects. लिविंग या नॉन लिविंग में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, वो भी अलाइव है, वो भी अपने स्टिमुलस के अगेंस्ट रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. बट ये कहना कि दे आर सेंटिएंट, सेंटिएंट समथिंग हु कैन फील, सेंसेस है, फील कर सकते हैं, इमोशंस हैं उनके पास भी, दे कैन थिंक लाइक अस, ऐसा तो नहीं कहा. बस इतना ही कहा है ना कि दे आर ऑल्सो अलाइव एंड दे ऑल्सो दे आर अफेक्टेड बाय स्टिमुलाई, they are also affected by their environmental conditions, right? But ये नहीं कहा गया कहीं भी पैसेज में कि वो फील कर सकते हैं लिविंग बीइंग्स के जैसे, और they can think like that. This is something too extreme. बस इतना ही बताया गया कि they are alive, they also respond to stimuli, but ये नहीं बोला कि they have emotions or something like that. The effect of stimuli is similar in inanimate objects when compared to animate objects or living beings. अब ये कह रहा है कि जो इफेक्ट ऑफ स्टिमुलस, जो एनिमेट है और इनएनिमेट है, दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, लिविंग है चाहे नॉन लिविंग है, इनका जो रिस्पॉन्ड होता है स्टिमुलाई, एनी चेंज इन द एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस, तो वो सेम होता है, इट इज सिमिलर. ऐसा पैसेज में कहा ही नहीं गया है. दे आर सेइंग कि दे आल्सो गेट अफेक्टेड बाय स्टिमुलाई, बट ये थोड़ी कहा है कि वो सेम वे में ही रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. अगर ये लिविंग थिंग है और अगर ये नॉन लिविंग थिंग है, और पैसेज में कहा है ये भी अपने स्टिमुलस के अगेंस्ट रिस्पॉन्ड करती है और ये भी स्टिमुलस के अगेंस्ट रिस्पॉन्ड करती है, पर ये नहीं कहा है कि जैसे रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं दोनों सेम है, दोनों सेम वे में ही रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं, ऐसे नहीं कहा है. They're not, the way they respond can be different, their behavior can be different, anything else, everything else can be different. It's just that they are responding, but the manner in which they will respond can be very different. And nowhere in the passage we are talking about that manner to be same. So option D is actually talking about something else. So C or D option to, passage say against ही जा रहे थे. They were talking about, too extreme or extra something which was out of context here, or A or B ठीक थे, but B was lacking on that animate and inanimate things concept. So A is best summary of this passage, जो it is telling us that when we talk about quantum mechanics, animate or inanimate में distinction नहीं रहता है. So answer is A. So this question is over, but we have another question for you, which is so try this one and let us know the answers in the comments. So thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you would have enjoyed it.